What's up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about the Mercedes-Benz C-Class generation. That is from the first generation right up to this current generation. So buckle up and let's go on a ride. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class is a very cool, luxurious, prestigious car, and it stands out from its competitions in terms of styling, class, elegance, interior space, design, practicality, fuel economy, and reliability. This is a very cool car to get if you're in Cameroon. So the first generation of this car came into production during the year 1982, but this generation was not accounted for because during this time the C class was labeled under the mid-size sedan compartment, so this generation was not counted, but it gave birth to the chassis number w201. Car enthusiasts will understand this chassis number. During this time, this car was well styled, and I love the styling, and it stood out from its competition since then. And this car gave birth. This car lasted for 11 years, from the 1982 to 1993. So in the year 1993, we saw the birth of the first compact sedan, the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and this generation lasted for 7 years. We were just refreshed from the baby Benz generation, the w201 generation, and gave birth to the w202 generation. Very lovely design. The grid got smaller, interior got bigger. The car overall was way more practical and spacious. So was very lovely, right? And this generation sold 1.8 million pieces, and I completely love this generation. Okay, so this generation was still refreshed. The w202 was refreshed during the year 1997 because it suffered a little bit of a midlife crisis. We all suffered midlife crisis at one point in time, so this generation suffered its midlife crisis during this time. So now, when was the first generation of the C class? The first generation was this generation, the w202 generation. Please don't forget, the first generation initially that went into production was not accounted for because it was in a mid-size sedan compartment. So now moving to the third, or let's say moving to the second generation, because it gets me confused all the time. Moving to the second generation, the w203 generation, that lasted for 7 years too, from the year 2000 to the year 2007. Everybody knows this car in Cameroon. Everybody knows this car during the war because this car made Mercedes-Benz brand very popular. Lasted for 7 years. So many people complained about the timing chain issue, fuel, electrical issues, engine oil leaks. But if you're getting a Mercedes-Benz, you should be willing to repair these costs because the more luxurious a car is, the more expensive it is to maintain that car. Alright, so that was the second generation and lasted for 7 years, 2000 to 2007. Then the third generation, which was the best selling Mercedes Benz at this time, the two the w204 generation. Very cool car. Most Cameroonians even own this car. I've seen it, I've drove this car, we drove very well. Handle, curbs, corners very well, very practical too. It got bigger, leather seats, very pristine, and it's a very good car to own. This generation lasted for 7 years and it sold 2.4 million pieces. That's crazy, right? Very lovely car indeed. Very practical. So that was the third generation. We had the first generation 1993 to the year 2000, second generation 2000 to the year 2007, from 27 to 2014. So those are three generations, right? Okay, now are we moving towards the fourth generation? The fourth generation lasted from 2014 to 2021, and this generation has suffered so many and faced so many problems because most of the recent problems like electrical problems, so many modules that will make your head spin. You make your head spin, and so many mechanics have not been able to really maintain this car properly in Cameroon. All right, so it lasted for 7 years. Very cool car. The styling was really cool. LED headlight, LED tail light, interior space was really crazy. The boot was very practical, and it just was a very good compact sedan to go from one place to another without compromising yourself on your styling and that luxurious feel. The fourth generation. So now the fifth generation, no, the sixth generation, which I'm confused at this point. All right, let's go back memory lane. So I said the first generation, right, was from the year 1993 to 2000, right? 2000 to 2007, two generation. 27 to 2014, third generation. 2014 to 2021, fourth generation. 2021 to present. But I think the 2021, the new generation, this fifth generation, right, will be refreshed in the year 2028 because it's a pattern. Okay, it's a pattern. If you notice, it's a pattern. So this current generation is well styled. Most of the issues that were being faced during the fourth generation are being fixed, and this is a very good car. So what do you think, guys? What's your best generation in the midst of all the generation? I personally love the 204, w204, 204, 205, 20, 202, 203, then 201. That's my pick, guys. I would love to know your thoughts about these generations. And here, don't forget to follow Bossman Cars and what I should do next. Please don't forget to send this car to a car loving enthusiast for the person to know all the generation of the C class next time.